Hey everyone, and welcome. It's so good to have you with us, spending a little bit of your Sunday here. So today we're talking about a car you probably know, the Nissan Juke, but there's a new version coming, and it has this one secret feature that might just change everything about how you see your car, your house, even your electricity bill. So yeah, let's dive right in.
Yep, you heard that right. The Juke, the one with that super unique, kind of funky look, well, it's getting a massive update. It's going all electric for its third generation. And don't worry, Nissan's keeping that bold design we all know. But under the hood, it's a whole new ballgame. We're talking a fully battery electric powertrain. It's got the same Juke spirit, just, totally ready for the future.
And look, this isn't just some concept car. This is really happening. It's going to be built on that shared EV platform from the Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi Alliance, and it's coming out of the Sunderland plant right there in the UK. That's the same place they make the Nissan Leaf, by the way. So circle your calendars for a European launch around spring 2027.
But okay, another electric car, that's cool. But it's not the real story here. Not even close. The thing that's a genuine game changer is a piece of tech that Nissan is packing into this new Juke. And honestly, it could totally flip the script on what we even think a car is for.
And that brings us right to the heart of it. What is this thing called vehicle-to-grid technology? You'll see it called V2G. This is the secret sauce. This is what makes the new Juke way more than just a way to get around.
So at its core, V2G is actually a really simple idea. Think about it. Normally, electricity only flows one way, right? From the plug in the wall into your car. With V2G, it becomes a two-way street. So your car can still charge up from the grid, obviously, but, and this is the big deal, it can also give that stored electricity back. It can power your house, or you could even sell that extra juice back to the power company.
Okay, so what does that look like in real life? How does it actually work? Well, it's kind of 3 steps. First, you charge your car. You'd want to do this at the smartest time, like overnight when electricity rates are super low, or maybe during the day if you've got solar panels. Then, step 2, you use that stored power. So when everyone gets home from work and turns on their lights and TVs, peak hours when electricity is most expensive, your car powers your house instead. And then, step 3, if you've got power left over, you can actually discharge it back to the grid and potentially make some money.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool, right? But why should you care? What does it really mean for you? Well, the benefits of this whole two-way power thing are, honestly, they're kind of staggering. For your bank account and for the planet.
All right, first up, let's talk money. Your wallet. Nissan's data suggests this tech could slash the yearly cost of running your EV by up to 50%. That's huge. Think about it. You're buying low and selling high with electricity. You're basically becoming a mini energy trader, and your headquarters is your own driveway. Pretty wild.
And it's not just about the cash. What about the planet? Well, V2G can cut the net CO2 emissions from charging your car by as much as 30% a year for a typical home. And how does it do that? Because you can tell your car to charge up only when clean energy, like wind or solar, is plentiful, and then use that clean energy later, instead of pulling power from the grid when it might be running on fossil fuels.
There's this great quote from one of Nissan's VPs, Hughes Desmarchelier, and he just nails it. He calls the car a mobile energy storage unit. And that's it, right there. That's the big idea. Your car isn't just a car anymore. It's a battery on wheels. It's an active, living part of your home's energy system.
So this really breaks down that massive change. The old way? Super simple. Power goes one way, from the grid into a car that just sits there and takes it. It's passive. But the new way? It's totally dynamic. Power is flowing back and forth, turning your car from just a thing into an active, smart player in the entire energy grid.
Now, it's important to note that this electric Juke isn't some kind of gimmick, a one-off thing. No, it's a really key piece in Nissan's much bigger plan for an all-electric future in Europe. And this V2G tech, it's right at the heart of that whole strategy.
So the Juke is about to join this growing electric family. The Leaf can already do this V2G stuff, and soon you'll have the Juke, the Aria crossover, a brand new Micra, and even the Townstar van. I mean, when you look at that lineup, it's pretty clear Nissan is going all in on this. And this hasn't happened overnight, not at all. Nissan has been chipping away at this for more than 10 years, running something like 40 different pilot projects all over the world. And now, today, they've hit a huge milestone. They've got grid certification in the UK. The plan is to roll out affordable chargers in 2026, which is all building up to the big launch of the V2G-ready Juke in 2027.
Okay, so let's pull back and look at the real big picture here. Because this is bigger than just one car model or even one car company. This whole bidirectional idea, it's about how our cars, millions of them, can actually help build a cleaner, more stable power grid for all of us.
I mean, think about it. What's the biggest problem with renewables like solar and wind? It's that they're not always on, right? The sun goes down, the wind stops blowing, it's intermittent. But what if you had millions of EVs all plugged in? They could soak up all that extra solar power during the sunny afternoon and then feed it back into the grid in the evening when demand is high. All those cars, together, they become one giant decentralized battery. It would totally stabilize the grid and let us use so much more clean energy.
So here's the thought we want to leave you with. For 100 years, we've thought of our cars as just transportation. They're things that burn fuel or use electricity just to get us from point A to point B. But this V2G technology asks a totally new question. What if your car didn't just get you there? What if it also powered your life?
And that, right there, might be a glimpse into the future. A future where your car doesn't just drive, it participates. It's part of the solution. Hey, we really appreciate you spending your time with us today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now go and have a fantastic rest of your Sunday.